Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to say boys and girls. I hope there's no boys and girls watching this. My name's JKB, and today on the show, we're going to be going over every single, and I made sure this was correct, every single game announcement from Summer Game Fest. So you can see on screen here, I went meticulously through this list to make sure that I missed nothing. In fact, I even created this PDF file because I'm a fucking legend. So Sony released 24 games that night, or showed us 24. At Summer Game Fest, we only had 15, which is odd. I thought it was more. Maybe I got that wrong. At Xbox, we got 28, and at Nintendo Direct, 47. So I actually went through all of this to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So hopefully I didn't. So there's all Sony's. Then we have Summer Game Fest, all the games that came out there. Xbox, last but not least, the old Nintendo Direct, the one that was terrible, that everyone on paper thought it looked good. So that's what we're doing today. Thank you for watching the VODs. I appreciate that. Thank you to my audience for...
That guy's gay. Thank you.
For that. So, how is everyone doing today? I fixed the camera focus today. I've got not Phil in the chat. What's up? We got Raw Dakota here. Demolition Daddy, nice to see you. CS, nice to see you, man. Mardizzle, generic white male. Raw Dakota gifted already. Well, he sent money in. He says, I'll be on once homework is done. Listen, young man, get your fucking homework done.
Bucci.
Hell to pay. You better get that homework done. I'm going to come down there and fucking beat you with a frying pan.
Jay's pussy.
Speaking of my pussy, she's not here right now because she's asleep in her other bed, so the co-host is not here today. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're fired, you fuck. So, thank you, Raw Dakota. Thank you, Booch.
Bucci.
Shout out to the Booch. Right now, he's got chicken wing sauce all over his beard. K-Nubs, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you with 7 fingers. How are you, buddy? I'm looking forward to today's...
Never.
Is it broken already? Oh, God. This TTS. Guys, this TTS.
Choose the bunk wisely, Joy.
Listen, I'm going to get on the top bunk with you, Volation. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to pour bacon grease on you while it's still hot.
I'm full of cum and ready to have fun.
Oh, God. That's exactly what I wanted to hear from K-Nubs. Thank you, K-Nubs. Appreciate the support. Broken TTS, but, you know, Smash is also mentally broken, so.
Congratulations.
How is everybody today? Did he call Vapist a pussy? What do you mean? Is Vapist mad at somebody? What happened? What did I miss? Oh, no. Vapist is going to beat the shit out of somebody today. That's what's going to happen. And I'm going to have to pay the fucking court fees. And, you know, Booch is going to have to fly down on one of his fucking helicopters. It's going to be it's a disaster. I don't even know why I go live. Amy, thank you. A joke about co-hosts. No. Well, unfortunately, Vapist isn't here today. I know. You guys wanted us to beat Resident Evil 0, I know. But guess what? He's working. So instead, we're doing what we're doing today. So thank you. How is everyone? Costanza, what's up, dude? Appreciate you. Freddie got fingered. That's not your name, but it is now, and hopefully it doesn't happen. Portable ham sandwich. Listen, I'm going to show up to your house with a fucking bag of sandwiches, and we're going to eat them. And if you don't like that, you're fucking fired. Malik is here. What's up, dude? In here before the World Cup starts. Yeah, it's probably going to be a slow day. It's a Saturday. The World Cup is happening up the road from me. Who gives a shit? I don't. I'm here to talk about games. I'm here to take names and kick ass. Who said that? Does anyone know? So if you guys could put a like on the stream, I'd appreciate that too. Also, to make the announcement here, we have a brand new admin on the server. who takes no shit. Not that the other ones ever took shit, but we now have 4 main admins, and you're going to be like, why is that? Because there's no way to make sure that the server is always blanketed by somebody, meaning that someone's there to take care of it. So I don't think he's here right now. But I'll announce it anyways. Generic, listen, I'm trying
Absolutely. My holes are ready for Jay's pussy.
Wait a minute. How does that work? You go... I don't know. Yes, we're going to talk about Xbox today. And yes, I saw what the CEO said on Microsoft. So we'll find out. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and only Enraged Gecko to the admin ship. He is going to take over late nights. So if there's any issues, he's usually there. If not, there's usually a mod. So there you go. Go to him with any of the issues, or during the daytime when he's asleep, go to Sexy Coco, Alice, or Omar. There's got to be somebody available. If there isn't, fuck you. What the? Son of a bitch. There we go. 1 gifted membership from Jostler. Thank you very much. I'm going to celebrate right now by kissing this guy. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely be sexual and cream on my tiny penis.
What? You want me to come down there and cream on your tiny penis? What the fuck is wrong with my chat? Thank you, Astro. I look forward to coming to visit you in Florida. Florida. Oh, fuck, guys. Ugh, Florida. Now, I got an announcement to make. Last night, as you guys know, I was brutally and sexually forced into licking a Nintendo Switch cartridge during my tour of my games. I was so sick last night that I couldn't even go out after. I threw up like 4 times. So, huge shout out.
Never helped too much male want to go home and play with myself.
Listen, Mailsman, how dare you interrupt me? I'm trying to explain a story. I hope you get 4 more letters and then you can go home and, put your dick in a fucking FedEx box. That's how he masturbates. That's how he masturbates.
Him just heading home from a furry meet.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know, Confused. That's exactly what we needed to hear today. When I woke up, I was like, fuck. I pray to God that Confused is at a furry meetup. And look what he did. He came through and fulfilled my dreams. So thank you for tuning in. We're off the rails already. Mailsman, stick your dick in a FedEx box.
Oh.
Thank you. That's what he does. Don't come at me, okay? Come with him in a FedEx box. I don't know what I'm saying now. Confused, thank you for coming through and letting us know about your furry stuff. That's great. I look forward to hearing nothing else regarding that. All right, Cypher says your mods are too sensitive. Well, I don't think the mods are too sensitive. I think, obviously, if you're going to cross a line on my Discord. Maybe they are too. Since you're calling them out, who's too sensitive? Let me know. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. You see this? K-Nubs has...
Discover licks switch cart.
Spookster, thank you. Thank you for the support, guys. How is everybody? K-Nub...
Listen, sorry I missed several streams. Forgive me.
You got one fucking job. Who the fuck is Cypher? Listen, where the hell have you been?
I bought
You're
new
fired.
shorts today. Went down 4 sizes.
This is getting out of hand. Listen, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Jostler has officially went down 4 sizes. So he was an 84 waistband, and now he's 80. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Joking aside, he's a good-looking man now. That's what's happened. He stopped eating pasta. I told him. I went over there and slapped my cock across his face and said, listen, if you want to play Halo, you're going to be bisexual with me. And he said, I agree. But also, I'm losing weight. And I said, I slapped his tummy. I slapped his tummy. And, we made out. Then we stopped playing Halo, and that was the end of that. So, Mr. Jostler, congratulations to your breasts. Vapist being outraged confirms the sensitivity. I don't know. I think Vapist is at work right now, aren't you, buddy? There's gonna be a fisticuff, and it's gonna go in my own ass. All right, so thank you. All right, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me,
Mother!
buddy? Spookster Vibes, nice to see you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I have an update for Spookster Vibes, and listen closely. Ready? You're fired. Thank you. All right, let's play that one again. The one and only Mr. Williamson, thank you for the support. How are you, man? What did you say? Oh, God, this is going to be...
Cover. I spread my ass checks for Shrek. I'd spread for Jay if he wants, and maybe the Jostler.
Oh, shit. Listen, the drama, Discord causes so much drama. It's so ridiculous. Who gives a fuck about Discord? We go there and hang out. If you guys got issues in there, get the fuck out of it. I don't care anymore. Get the fuck out of my Discord if you're going to cry about things. Get the fuck out. Get out. Go. Everyone leave the Discord. And if you want to be cool and have good talk, stay. If you're a fucking loser, get out of my Discord. How about that? Thank you. What is this?
Listen, fire me out of a cannon for Jesus. Let's go.
Okay. No. Well, here's the deal. You're fired. You're fired. You're late. Now tell me in Italian. Okay, here, ready? All you fucking chooches, get the fuck out of my Discord. All right. Nervous Wreck, I love you. Thank you, Biff. Thank you, Biff. I appreciate it. Who else do we have today? Today, we're going to be talking about the last, I'd say, 2 weeks in gaming. So get your fucking thinking caps on, because we're going to be talking about some serious topics. Like, how do I get rid of the rash? And will it leave a mark? But also, we're talking about this today.
Cover. I discovered a poozy inside my dick. Guess I'm woke.
Catzilla, nice to see you. Holy shit. Okay, that's one way to start the stream, Nightbreaker. I appreciate that support. It might be. I don't really have anything to say about that because I don't think it'll go anyway good. So thank you, Nightbreaker, for ruining the whole stream. We're going to have to demonetize this and cancel the whole stream. Thank you for the gifted memberships, by the way. Huge shout out to everyone that's contributing to the show. I just want to make another announcement before we start to talk about the gaming stuff. I have decided, because it's kind of my decision, but it's also the decision of 3 other people. All of us have decided, and I was kind of the last person to say yes to this because I thought, oh God, this is the end of my career. We've decided as a group of producers to take our roly-poly short film, which is technically, I've never told you guys this, is actually the beginning of a film. Never really gave that away until now. We shot it already, but we've decided to turn Roly Poly into a feature-length film. So what does that mean? That means this September, I will be shooting for 2 weeks in September, and you guys will be on set. I'll be live streaming it basically 9 hours a day for 2 weeks. So you guys get to see the behind the scenes, the true behind the scenes of a film being made, and it will be in high quality for most of it. So it'll be on cameras like this. So there'll be a whole live streaming setup. You guys will be able to watch and interact with whoever's in front of the cameras and stuff. So that's happening in September. 2 weeks of full production on a movie. You guys get to witness that. Now, I won't be live in front of the camera myself the whole time. It'll probably be other people, but it'll be live and you guys can come in and see what we're doing. It could be anything. So thank you to everybody that's contributing to the memberships, because that's the best way to actually help out the show, the memberships. And also, I announced last week, any single stream that we get over 50, if we hit 50 on the dot on any stream, I stay for an extra 2 hours. So thank you guys. I appreciate the support so much. Seriously, I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll get you know me.
Sent you a pic of me in my new cheap shorts.
Oh no. Do we have to look at this? Well, you guys know I puked yesterday, so let's just look at Jostler in his new shorts. Okay, here we go. I mean, that's a photo. I'm going to show it. I'm risking my whole career to show this photo. This is actually impressive. You guys ready? There it is. Jostler with one ball. And look at that. He's lost all that weight.
Listen, Jay, can you go over the weekly schedule?
Oh, God. Deported Sicilian, thank you, my friend. What, the upcoming weekly schedule? So, yeah, I'll have that online. So, you guys will know what we're doing way ahead of time because I put them up as
This
events.
gal I adored, when I saw her bartending, I saw her finally again weeks later.
Oh.
Got her number. She gonna meet tonight for a concert.
Oh, shit. Are you kidding? He's
Trump,
getting a date.
Banana emoji, banana emoji, banana emoji,
This is
banana
fucking
emoji,
this is
banana
fucking
emoji,
You
banana
know,
emoji.
I'm so sick of this. The fucking bananas over there. You got bananas up here. There's fucking bananas over there. I can't even stand up. There's shit everywhere. Fucking bananas emoji. Listen, this is your fault. You're supposed to be fucking blocking these. Now look, Siegfried's going to do it the whole fucking stream. He's just giving us money nonstop. What are you going to do about this? For fucking still going. I'm going to have a fucking stroke.
Banana emoji, banana emoji, banana emoji, banana emoji, banana emoji, banana emoji, banana emoji.
I got a question. How many people in the chat want to physically harm Siegfried right now? Siegfried, you son of a bitch. Yes, weekly schedule. So I take Sunday and Monday off, and then the rest of the week we'll have streams appointed for each day on my main channel. So of course, the last 3 I just did, those were events set up. So next, go ahead, Smash.
David Ellison is merging JKB and Review Tech USA 2 into one channel.
Yep.
So both channels will die in 5 years. Yoda. Spread your cheeks.
You know, Rich has always said to me, why don't we do a show together again? And I always say, no. So thank you, Mr. Williamson. I appreciate the support. Unfortunately, that's not happening for you guys. We're not doing it. It's not happening. All right, Freddy Cougar says, no stream tomorrow. It's my birthday, and I'm a loser. What? Guys, can you do me a favor and wish the one and only Freddy Cougar a happy birthday? Happy birthday, dude. You are a goddamn, you have no friends. Well, I can't help you with that. I have no friends either. Vapus was supposed to be here. He abandoned me. See that? Black Sheep was supposed to drive down on a unicycle, believe it or not, but the tire popped on it. And last but not least, Banshee was actually going to come down here on a moped, but it exploded when he turned it on this morning. So, unfortunately, I'm alone. So, thank you. Mr. Williamson, appreciate the support. Jostler, I look forward to your balls. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Absolutely delicious.
No, you can't say delicious after doing that, okay? By the way, shout out to Rich. Rich has lost over 600 pounds. And I'm hearing now he can just barely see the tip of his penis when he looks down.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Also, I'm only saying this because I played Halo. And, you know, I'm bisexual now.
Keep coming.
So, Sicilian, thank you. So, the live streams are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's what we're doing. So, thank you. I'll have all of the events scheduled. You'll be able to go to my channel and see what's happening every day.
I also explode when Banshee turns me on.
Could you imagine Banshee turned on people and they just shot loads? Like, I don't know if that's a thing I should be saying, or are we off the rails? Well, are we off the rails right now? It's not even Friday.
If Vapist's dick had a vagina.
Go ahead, Jeff. We'll try it again. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you, guys. Listen, how's there only 28 likes? 28 fucking likes. 100 people here. Hi.
Cover.
Hi.
If Vapist's dick had a vagina, would you fuck him?
Yes. Mostly for the money in his wallet.
Is it bisexual?
Yes. If you fist a man, it's bisexual if you're still into women. Like, do I need to get the coloring book out? Generic white male, do I need to get the coloring book out?
Listen, you and Rich may have split, but his keyloggers will always be with you, Jay.
Yeah, you know what? The other thing that's always going to be with me, other than the STDs he gave me, I'm always going to be scared of losing my job, because at any moment I'll just wake up in a nervous fret. I'll be I'll be sweating and going, oh, and I'll wake up and I'll hear, "You're fired." Oh God. It happens to me still. I still have memories of being fired, so I might look into suing Rich. By the way, where's my $800? Listen, I designed a logo for him 14 years ago that was going to be used on the side of a mayo jar. Where the fuck is my $800? How dare you donate? Interrupt me. We've got 5 on the board, Dan. You goddamn legend. We're at 6 now. Thank you very much. You know, I don't know if that's big enough. Let's fix that. There we go. So on the board, we have 6 members. Thank you for contributing to the show. I'm looking for many gifted contributions today because I am broke. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everyone watching. Today, we're actually going to be doing something fun. Right here is a little PDF document I made, legitimately. And by the way, you might be wondering, how did I do this? I used my brain. So here's the dates they aired. Here's all the games that were revealed. If you go through this bad boy, it's pretty intensive here. So I've got release dates, and then I've also got, if it's not been announced, which company announced it, and the name of the games. So lots of these games to talk about today. If you go down here, it's quite weird, actually, because Nintendo, oddly enough, showed the most games. Now, this Summer Game Fest list here, right here, could be wrong, because they showed more than 15 games. So I don't know if I fell asleep during that. But maybe that was it. And the rest is all across all the... I think I took the duplicates out. So that's what we're doing today. So thank you for the support, Dan. I appreciate that very much, man. I really do. James, what's up? The Big Cheese... Where's the Big Cheese Crusaders when you need them?
Listen, Jay, Dreamcast guy says Xbox is dead.
Deported Sicilian. Yeah. So, if you guys don't know, the one and only Dreamcast guy, he's saying that Xbox is dead. Now, do I believe in it? What he's saying? So,
Hey there, gamers. Dreamcast guy here.
what the fuck is this intro? Let's watch it together a little bit here. Let's see what our good old friend.
Keep coming.
Okay, now, guys, ignore the fucking seizure he has.
Hey there, gamers. Dreamcast guy here. Today we're talking about Xbox because the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, was just on stage talking about.
Is he okay, by the way? Like, I'm not actually making fun of him here. Like, he's talking really fucking weird. Anyone else notice that? So I guess the first topic we're going to have today is Xbox dying? Let's start with that. So let's see what Dreamcast guy had to say about it.
How bad of a.
Now, I won't force you guys to watch all of this because if you look very closely, you might see a little bisexual lighting happening here, and I don't want anyone to leave the stream.
business that Xbox is. He straight up admits that it never made money, that it's just been geysering billions and billions and billions of dollars for
Wow, that's not word for word, but okay.
25 years. And everybody is instantly saying, wow, things are much worse than we expected. There's been a bunch of rumors that they're getting ready to do mass layoffs to shut
By the way, that hat looks like it's got 6 loads on it.
down maybe multiple studios, including ones that are like basically making the next big AAA games. There's talk about the fact that they may just straight up try to sell Xbox, even if it isn't profitable. They straight up want to just sell it and like reinvest that raw cash, however tiny it is, into like crappy data centers. And I gotta
What is he talking about? Guys, a lot of what he's saying right now is called speculation. Speculation. Listen, pour some carp juice on that hat and clean it up. Let's go.
admit that it feels weird
Keep
that
coming.
Thank you. We will.
I've been so right. I've been calling the failure of Xbox for the last 10 years because
Oh, yeah. You're the only one that's been saying that.
Keep coming.
it's been so obvious they're so deep in the red, despite that Phil Spencer comes out and pretty much kept saying, oh man, we're so profitable. We're so proud of the success of X, Y, and Z. Game Pass is the best idea in gaming. It was so obvious all this time that they have just been digging a deeper and deeper hole, suddenly expecting to find sunlight. And I want to go through this quote because everybody is...
Now, is he wrong about that? No. They are profitable, so he's wrong in that regard. They're not majorly profitable, but he's incorrect on that statement. What he's confusing in this statement, just so you guys know, is he's talking about the Xbox console. At least that's what I'm assuming. What he's talking about is that the Xbox console sells at a loss, and they've never made a cent on that. Uncle Mike, thank you so much for gifting the membership. Today on the show, we're talking about Summer Games Fest.
Careful, Jay. Dreamcast guy will steal your girl.
I highly doubt that, but thanks, because I don't have one, because I'm bisexual now, because I played Halo. You should learn before you come at me like that. I'm bisexual now, okay? I played Halo, campaign involved.
Cover. Guys, this is what meth does to you. Just say
Just say no. That's how that's supposed to end, Biff. Thank you. So he's basically saying Xbox has not made anything. That's incorrect. I wish he did a little bit more research before he opened his mouth because it is kind of embarrassing.
Keep coming.
So based on his statement so far, he's basically saying that he thinks Xbox is dead. I want to let you guys know that there's a lot of facets to this. A lot of facets. What the fuck am I talking? I just lost my mind and had a stroke. Well, no, is that true? A lot of facets? No, that's true. It has a lot of facets. But what I meant to say is it has a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts to this. And a lot of nuisances. No, it's not nuisances. What's the fucking word I'm looking for right now? Sorry, guys. I'm bisexual and I'm dyslexic. Anyways, let's see what he's going to say.
Basically saying, yeah, this is Satya selling. Everybody is going right under the bus. Like everybody right now is getting ready to be fired. It sounds like Asha Sharma, even though she's only been there for 100 days, start packing your desk.
What What is he talking about? See, when people have takes like this, I don't take them seriously. They just appointed a new CEO. They just appointed a new CEO, and he's saying that she's fired instantly. It's like, that's not how that works, but okay. I don't know why people talk like this. It's weird. It's weird to make these huge, grand statements like you know what you're talking about, but clearly he's might have an agenda. I don't know, but Duty, thank you. I'm not going to play that. I'm kidding. We are going to play it. I love you. James, what's up? Is Xbox dead? That's where we're starting, by the way. Listen, fire a load on top of Dreamcast guy's hat. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate that amazing idea that you just said. Why is his hats always dirty? I don't fucking know. You ask him. All right, so Duty, it's not playing. I think I'm going to give my 2 cents on Xbox. You guys can let me know in the chat too, but I thought this would be a good way to lead into this because I want to take this with a grain of salt, what he's saying. Obviously, what he is saying is a bit far-fetched and incorrect. Also, listen, Duty, it's not going to play it. I don't know why. I think it's racist. So, it says, predicting the fall of Xbox.
Predicted the fall of Xbox. Couldn't predict the fall of his rotting teeth.
Ugh.
Also, couldn't predict the fall of his day.
Listen, I only use the best TTS available on the internet, guys. That is incredible TTS. By the way, I'm working on my own TTS service that will take over this TTS because this TTS
Never predicted the fall of Xbox. Couldn't predict the fall of his rotting teeth.
Yes.
Also, as a gay leprechaun who sold his peas to his imaginary girlfriend.
It's a fucking. I mean, I don't know if I should change it because it's just fucking hilarious. Okay, thank you, dude. He's true. Predicting the fall of Xbox is like saying tomorrow the sky will be blue. No shit. Now, is it the fall of Xbox completely? Let's see what he says.
Everybody. Matt Booty, Matt Balls, everybody. Balls out. It is time. Let's dig into it. I hope you're having a great day. If you could, please give this video.
Dude, I feel like I just got shot or so. I'm having a stroke watching this. By the way, that shirt he's got on is pretty cool.
A like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, I am not trying to be like braggadocious about this, but I have to say it is funny. It's finally.
Huh? I'm not trying to brag. This is what I love about YouTubers. Listen, guys, I'm not trying to brag, but here's what I'm bragging about. Why would you say that? Just say what you need to say because you're not bragging. Why are you saying you're not bragging if you're not bragging? Let's get real. You're about to brag.
Listen, get rich too. Send you another computer for TTTS.
Listen, there's only 2 T's in that, Smash, you fucking handicap retard. Anyways, listen. I have another computer for TTS. We built a server here, and I'm going to run my TTS off my own server. So it's going to be direct feed. We'll see how it goes, though. But here we go. Dreamcast guy is not bragging, but he's about to brag. Let's see.
Should never brag about anything. Look at
you? Jesus Christ. This fucking TTS. That's true. He says, don't brag about. Yeah, listen. Beauty is subjective. What I find hilarious are the people on Twitter right now being like, oh my God, Kratos' wife is so ugly. She's so ugly. I can't play the game. And then you look at the profile pic, which is an anime pic, 9 out of 10. But then you look at the profile and it's like Jabba the Hutt wrote it. And you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Do you not know? Like, everyone has a place in life. Everyone has a fucking place in life. Yeah, I have a place in life. I'm not good looking. Look at me. Right? I'm not good looking. Honestly, I know what I am. I'm like a solid, and I'm talking about solid 6.5 out of 10. Look at me. Listen, I had trouble maintaining erections for the last 3 months, but I'm back, baby. I don't know what happened. Maybe a blood clot cleared that out. I'm feeling great now. So let's get back to why he's about to brag. Thank you, Duty. I love you. Listen, Duty, hang on. Wait, Duty, can you send around one of the yachts? Can you send a yacht around? I got to go somewhere. Thanks, Duty. Jay, you're my hero and mentor, says Dom. Wait a second. We got to go into this.
Cover. Uglos should be heard.
Not seen. Dude, I have to admit something. I know right now the TTS is fucked up. They actually sent me an email saying, like, we apologize. It's really fucked up. So deal with it right now. Hang on, though.
Uglos should be heard.
And not seen. Seen. For fuck's sake, Smash. All right, Dom, why am I your hero and mentor? I think you should probably reconsider everything you said in that sentence. Because have you seen my breasts? I haven't been working out, and they're getting large.
Listen, Jay, your computer isn't good enough. Only a Review Tech USA PC equipped with keyloggers can fix the situation and your checking account balances.
That's a good one because that's actually based on reality what happened there. That's exactly what happened. So thank you, buddy. Thank you. I got news for you guys, though. I took apart 3 old computers and we built a new server for my house here. It runs my whole, film studio and all that stuff. So TTS will get fixed eventually, I think. I don't know if I want to fix it, though, but let's see. Let's get back to what he was saying here. He was about to say, I don't want to brag, but let's see if he brags. And Dom, because, dude, you stand with the real game chasers and called out that hack Wood. Bro, I'll do it right now. And I'll say allegedly before all of this, but I'm also allowed to state my own opinion. I'm going to finally drop a bombshell right now. No one even knows the whole story. I'm going to drop it right now because I don't give a shit. Ready? Years before Billy got sick on the Game Chasers, Wood lived with Billy. Now, they had some sort of falling out, and Wood publicly made an announcement on his show that he had nothing in Texas that was keeping him there. And that was a direct knock at the Game Chasers, both Billy and Jay. So he left Texas and moved in with his wife somewhere. Now, let me just say allegedly. That's what I heard. But then all of a sudden, Billy gets sick. And who swoops in like an archangel? No one else but Wood shows up in Texas. And not only, in my opinion, films fucking Billy in the hospital, which is disgusting. Even if Billy said do it, I would talk him out of it. But that's just my opinion. Films a video with Billy while Billy's on his fucking deathbed, multiple videos being uploaded, but then also somehow takes over the Game Chasers channel without, and here's the kicker, without Shady J's approval. He does all of these things behind the scenes. And then he films a video with Shady J and 8-Bit Eric and the rest of the Game Chasers, but they delete it because they get into an argument about who can control the Game Chasers channel. What does Wood do? Deletes that video and does not upload it anywhere. So Shady J, Eric, and Wood are not in a video together. But get this, though. Wood decides to film his own video on his own channel talking about the situation where he shows fucking clips of Billy on his deathbed, which I think is fucking disgusting. And then basically it's 45 minutes of 2 guys patting themselves on the back like they're fucking heroes. Meanwhile, Wood used the Game Chasers to get where he was, just like, allegedly, he did to every single other YouTuber he ever fucking talked to. And I have receipts that go back fucking 15 years. So, Wood promised everybody in that video that he would get the Game Chasers fucking Blu-rays down. Here's the kicker. I'm going to just say this and get it out of the way. If Wood gave a shit about Billy in any regard, or the Game Chasers fan base, why wasn't Shady J in that video? Why wasn't Shady J brought into the Game Chasers channel fold again? And why haven't they talked one single time since Billy passed away? I'll tell you, because Wood, in my opinion, is not a good person, allegedly. So, at the end of the day, that's the whole story, guys. And on top of it, Billy's been in the grave for 6-7 months now, and there's still no movement on the Game Chasers merch, which Wood promised everybody.
Wood always seems shady and disingenuous to me.
Dude, I mean, there's stories that go out of the... You guys want to ask... Okay, go ask Metal Jesus if he's friends with Wood. Go ask any of the other retro gamers from that time period, unless of course RGT. Don't ask RGT, because RGT and him are like bed buddies now. So of course, you know, RGT probably wouldn't collaborate any of these stories anymore because they're best friends, of course. But you know, I'm allowed to say this because it's alleged. It's allegedly what happened. But that's the story right now that I've heard behind the scenes. So everyone's always coming to me and being like, why is Wood such an asshole? He's always been a fucking asshole. Go ask Metal Jesus. Go ask every other single fucking YouTuber that dealt with him. He tried to use every single person that you can name. All of us. He tried to move in with me when he couldn't get a visa back into America. He tried to move into Canada with a fucking phone call. And at the time, I was naive enough to think we were friends. So I said, yeah, sure, buddy. I'll help you out with this. So at the end of the day, that's the real reality of that situation. And I keep asking him on Twitter, I'm like, dude, when are these Blu-rays coming out? The ones that you promised in your fucking performative hero video, where is it? They don't exist. So there's people who ordered Blu-rays from the Game Chasers, and Wood said in his video that he was going to fulfill those orders. Well, it's 7 months later. He has done nothing. And now people are starting to call Billy a scam artist, which is absolutely insane to see. It's like, how does Billy have... Billy's not even alive, you fucking idiots. So that's the story, and I get it. I appreciate you saying that, man, because, yeah, I'm not afraid to tell stories that I shouldn't be telling on the internet. I'm telling them because it's fucking insane, man. It's so disrespectful that Shady J has been pushed to the side. And on top of it, Shady J used the Game Chasers main channel. Let me calm down a little bit. Shady J used the main Game Chasers channel to publicize his events, Retropalooza. Well, get this, motherfuckers. He had to shut down a few of them because of poor turnout for the first year ever. You know why that is? Because he wasn't able to publicize it on the Game Chasers channel like he did before and have hundreds of thousands of people see what he was putting out to offer. And I wonder why he's not allowed on the Game Chasers site. Let me just say that again. Shady J, who is literally a fucking original creator of the Game Chasers, has no access to the Game Chasers channel. If Wood gave a shit about the legacy of Billy and the Game Chasers, he would make sure that Jay could get into that website. And he has done not a single thing. So that's the end of that story. Here we go. Sorry to go on that rant, but I'm so sick of hearing about Wood and how fucking he's going to save the day again. Get real. He doesn't give a shit about anybody. Let's see. Speaking of not giving a shit about anybody, remember, Dreamcast guy, he's done nothing. He's done nothing to this day. He put a video out pretending to be the hero, swooping in. Meanwhile, he used them. It's all public knowledge, everything I'm saying, by the way. Dreamcast guy is saying here that Xbox is dead, but he's also saying this. He doesn't want to be pretentious, but...
See them just straight up admit it. I mean, I've been doing that. I am not trying to be, like, braggadocious about this, but I have to say,
Listen, dude, you're losing credibility when you say things like this. It's like if I came on here and said, guys, I've been saying this for 20 years. It's finally coming to fruition. Who gives a shit? Move on from that.
It's funny to finally see them just straight up admit it. I mean, I've been doing the napkin math on this for a decade now. I have just been straight up.
The napkin math? Sorry, so he's been armchair analyst.
Saying that there is no way that they'd ever break even with the experiment of Game Pass. As soon as your whole idea is, hey,
All right, so here we go. Has Xbox made a profit in the last, last 25 years? Here's all it would take. Ready? Here's the deal. Remember what I just said, guys. I said if you look this up and you look hard enough at this data, you'd be like, oh, okay. So just ask chat. Has Microsoft or Xbox, depending on what you call it, made a profit? Right here, short answer is yes, but it depends what you mean by Xbox. Now, that's what I said. I also just said to you guys that Microsoft has never made any money on the system. So watch this. Xbox console hardware. No, Microsoft has publicly confirmed that Xbox has never sold at a profit. So there you go. He's confusing it. Why didn't he just get this out of the way? So, yes, there's very subtle parts to this moving train. You can't just say Xbox has never made any money. No, they've never made any money on hardware. So, again, you're shooting yourself in the foot and losing credibility.
Stop selling games. I knew it wasn't going to work. Even just looking at the stop Game Pass. As soon as your whole idea is, hey, let's stop selling games, I knew it wasn't going to work. Even just looking at the fact that they stopped reporting on console sales, I mean, it was very obvious that for the amount of times they'd come out and claim, oh, our next giant hit, wow, 5 million people played this game or what.
Duty, where's my yacht? Can you bring the yacht around? Thank you, Duty.
It was so obvious that they weren't actually able to get any sort of actual monetizable
Listen, every time he says actual in this video, take a shot.
Engagement, and that's essentially how Satya himself actually phrased it.
Take a shot.
We have invested a lot for the last 25 years. We've turned this into a sustainable business. The challenge we have is we've been monetizing that entertainment. Sorry, look at that. The challenge is we've not been monetizing that entertainment.
Discover. Jay scam me.
Ho.
Aw, scam me, Raw Dakota. Listen, Raw, send me 5 gifted memberships, and I'll put on a tutu for you. By the way, that's a lie. I won't do it. It's a scam.
In fact, we've been subsidizing that entertainment, essentially saying it has not been...
Subsidizing? Is that what he just said? Subsidizing. Okay. I guess you can't say that.
Profitable whatsoever, especially with the hundreds of billions they spent on acquisitions.
Every time JKB cries about leaks, self-deletes. Listen, Ryu, you're fired.
You're fired!
Buying Activision Blizzard, buying Bethesda, buying everything, all this stuff. It just feels like it's been all deeper and deeper in the red. And it's not that they're going to start cutting studios like Compulsion Games, like Double Fine. It sounds like even the studios, they formed like 343 Industries to make the, very hated Halo games. Maybe that's...
Very hated. Dude... Do you hear what he's saying? So he's saying that they're very hated. What do you consider to be very hated? You know what I mean? Like did you hear what he just said? The Halo games are extremely hated. He said very hated, but I'll use the word, he said. And I'll just change it. But he's saying that they're very hated. All right, so let's look into this. Here's Halo Infinite. Apparently, it's very hated. So this is based on 100 people reviewing it. It's at an 8.7. The user score is at a fucking 8 almost. Even, very hated. So there's a few people here that don't like it. But how can you say something's very hated when I'm showing proof of the complete opposite? It's not very hated. It looks like an above average video game. In fact, it's almost at a 9 out of 10 on Metacritic, and the fans consider it almost to be an 8 out of 10. How is that very hated? So again, I'm not here to really shit on Dreamcast guy because, he's allowed to have his opinions, but When you say things like this, dude, you lose your credibility. You're not making sense and you're completely lying.
Even closer to the chopping block than we imagined. Look at the Double Fine. It sounds like even the studios, they formed like 3-4.
So listen, do you guys agree with him? Xbox is dead? It's dead? Like this hardcore dead? Well, I have a theory, but let's get through the video.
Or 3 industries to make the, well, very hated Halo games. Maybe that's even closer to the chopping block than.
And we already disproved that they're quote unquote very hated. I think what he needs to do as a content creator is say, what I'm saying here is my preference, not yours. So you can't say something is very hated when I can show literal proof that you are incorrect in that statement. What you should say is that I hate them, not that the audience hates them. So fix the way you speak to your audience, man. You'll gain a little bit more respect.
We imagine. Look at the comment section, right? Remember when questioning Game Pass sustainability got you.
Oh, well, so he's cherry picking tweets here that are going to align with his viewpoints. It's not rocket science. We see what you're doing here. Again, this isn't a subjective YouTuber, and I don't mean to fucking knock him down and throw him into the carp juice, you know?
Keep coming.
But clearly he played some Halo games and is bisexual now.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Labeled as a fanboy. Now it's coming from Microsoft top brass. Look at that. Everybody and their dog knows that Xbox's sole existence is being paid for by Microsoft. The only reason that Microsoft didn't can it back in 2013 is due to them still wanting the lion's share in the market, and Xbox is still their best shot. In any other business made the same amount of losses and costs, they would be gone. The reality is Xbox simply does not have the skill set to be in this market. It is a Nepo baby. This is an interesting sort of...
Well, okay, let's talk about this for a second. If you can agree to a percentage of what he is saying there, and here I'll finally give my 2 cents on Xbox, and then we don't even need to watch the rest of this video because we already know what's going to happen there. So let me give you my 2 cents if Xbox is dead or not. Feel free to jump in on this conversation in the chat, and also thank you to everyone that has gifted memberships today. That helps my show and helps me get my film out. And everybody sending those super chats in, thank you very much. I want to just point this out, and I know it sounds cocky, but I do the most I can possibly do as a content creator to help my own audience out. If it's gift games to people that are feeling down, or it's their birthdays, or something serious has happened, I do my best to help people. So I want you to know that I'm doing that on the side as well, still to this day. And if you talk to the community, you'll see that I'm not bullshitting on that one. The last time somebody was like, yeah, I don't think Jay's really helping people out. Well, that person got his channel deleted. What was his name? King Sly called me out. He's like, you don't give away $5,000 every Christmas. So then I showed him the actual receipts, and he was like, JKB does give away that much every Christmas. I was like, yeah, thanks for coming out.
Congratulations.
So thank you guys. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to help each other in this community. So thank you guys. And for the most part, I'm not going to lie here. Every cent I make between now and the end of September is going into my movie. So thank you for the support. Also, every single person that's watching right now, all of you, every single person that's just watching, not donating, just watching, is going to get a special thanks in the credits of my film. So thank you to all of you guys. Without any of you, it would not fucking happen. Now, Raw Dakota does give me a lot of money, so his name will be at the top.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Also, he forced himself on me, and I said, yes, I give you consent. All right, I don't know where I'm going with that joke. So here's how I feel about Xbox as I go off the rails. Ready? Xbox needs to clean house. They need to cut the ties. Right now, what he's saying is essentially that Xbox has to shut down studios, which I agree with. But on top of that, I don't think Game Pass is an issue here. I think exclusivity is the issue. I think that they need to cut ties with the fucking nonsense and focus on the fucking games and their consoles and stop misleading customers. Thank you, Valation. I appreciate the support, dude. They have to fucking give us a reason to respect them, number one. Because I've lost all respect for Xbox when they started lying to us. Remember what they said? Indiana Jones will be exclusive to Xbox. Oh, okay, great. I'm going out to buy an Xbox. 1 year later, it's on PlayStation 5. Are you kidding me? That's not the only lie. Phil said that most of the games would be Xbox only. That didn't stay like that.
However, can vouch he has with me. I have receipts.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Well, of course, Banshee knows. I send him feet pics and all sorts of games and stuff. He's a good guy. So thank you. Listen, come on. He's a good guy. Come on. So here's what I think's happening at Xbox. They have to clear house. They got to get to the bare bones minimum at some of these studios. And I like what she's doing. Did you hear what she's doing? She's going to reassemble some of the studios and shut down some, which is terrible. And that's on Xbox. I'll never kiss their ass for that part. I'll kiss her ass for this. She's saying now, what are we doing here? Why isn't there an exclusive Halo, Fallout, and Elder Scrolls game out? Like, how long is it going to take to get these out? Let's fast track our top priority franchises. Now, as a fan of Xbox, to me, that's awesome to hear. So thank you, Bubster, for the chips.
Oh.
So I know what listen, I'm not pulling a Dreamcast guy here saying I know what's going to happen. But here's my theory, and we can check back in 6 months if I'm correct. Ready? Xbox is going to keep a lot of games multi-plat, except for some of the hardcore titles. So Gears and that other game that no one's going to play, unfortunately, is an exclusive. I don't think that's a system seller. Halo is, but they already had a deal with Sony, so they couldn't take that back. So here's what's going to happen, in my opinion. They're going to close some studios. They're going to reorganize some studios. They're going to put teams that are on really shitty games that they know are not going to make money onto Halo, Fallout, and Gears, the Gears team, and of course, Forza team. I'm hearing that Turn 10, which is a studio that makes Forza, is being shut down maybe and wind it up into its own new studio that just handles Forza, which is fine with me. But a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. So let me just get this out of the way. It's pathetic that Microsoft is one of the biggest corporations in the world, and somehow they don't know how to create successful home console systems. And also on top of it, they shoot themselves in the foot when it comes to using AI and creating AI data centers, while at the same time not making sure that they have enough pre-orders on SSDs and RAM. They couldn't see that coming around the curve when they started building these data centers. That is, in my opinion, one of the biggest missteps that they've made, that they're not paying attention. They don't pay attention to any of their decisions. They just make new ones. So they're like, we're doing this, and 5 minutes later, they do that. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't work as a business. Dude, are you kidding me? It never works. Now, I agree with Dude he just said, man. He's saying this. They can get back on track if they have a new Fallout, Elder Scrolls, next Halo game, next Forza game. Make those exclusives. However, this isn't a big part of what they need to do right now. Shut down a bunch of studios and go to third party and ask them for third party exclusivity on some of the games. So what I'm talking about is all of Xbox first party launch, unless it's multi-plat for, what they already made the announcement for multiplayer games. Because to a certain degree, by the way, Gaming Survivor, I don't disagree with that, but stop bringing up that guy's name here. It's fucking disgusting. I appreciate you, but I agree with that statement, but stop bringing it. I see you bring his name up as a joke, dude. That's not really a joke you should be making fun of, because that guy is like literally Satan. So yeah, thank you, Raymond. And Gaming Survivor, I love when you troll me and shit. Just stop bringing that guy's name up. We don't need to hear it. So, and I appreciate you being here, even though you're a troll. So in my opinion, they need 4 major exclusives every single year. So Gears, a new Halo, a new Fallout, and a new Elder Scrolls. I'm not saying that those franchises are yearly now, but I'm saying if you can't get Elder Scrolls out, if you got Elder Scrolls out and then you got Fallout out in the same year, that's a bit of a shit show. Don't do that. Instead of doing that, go to third party and start securing third party exclusivity. So that's very important. Very, very important right now. And that's how they can dig at Sony right now. So if they went to Square Enix and somehow worked out deals, boom. That would be fucking crazy. Tower Dragon, you got fired. So what I think they're going to do, in my opinion.
I'm Smash JT and I have herpes. Thank you.
Oh, God. So Duty said this, right? There you go. Here's a prime example. He says, next time they have a new Xbox release, make sure that Vegas 2, which would be a fucking knockout game, and Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive on the platform. It's not rocket science. If they alone had a decent end system on the low end spec side that could run Elder Scrolls 6, and they made it exclusive to PC and those consoles, because we all know what's about to happen, by the way. Xbox is going to release 2 consoles again. There's going to be a low-end one that's very in line with the Xbox Series X, but they're going to repackage the whole thing, and then they're also going to release a PC hybrid version of it as well. So they're going to have 2. That's my guess. The low-end one will be extremely competitive, I'm assuming, to go up against the Steam machines and to go up against the PlayStation 5 Pro. I really don't think that Xbox is going to release this Helix system, and that's it, because that thing's over $1,000. How many of you guys are going to buy that? I doubt it, especially if we have PCs. However, remember this, and I want you guys to consider this for real. When everyone and their mother said there's no way Xbox could ever beat PlayStation, they released the original Xbox, they released the Xbox 360, and what happened? They nailed down exactly what you needed to do to take on Sony. And remember, they stole 50% market share with the 360 alone. The only reason Xbox is where it is now is because they fucked up the Xbox One launch. That 360 was the golden era of gaming versus the PlayStation 3. Now, yes, Sony did defeat them in the end by a very, very small margin. But you have to remember this. To have a company come out of nowhere and compete against Sony and almost defeat them for a generation is incredible. What I'm getting at right now is, if I think there's another time for that to happen, it should be right now. Because Sony, as you guys know, they're off the deep end. They're cocky again, just like they were with the PlayStation 3. Cockiness does not equal sales. Nintendo's currently doing the same thing, in my opinion. So Xbox has a chance to take at least 40% of the market back to Xbox if the new Xbox model is in line with what gamers want, and it needs the games. That's where the people will go. If Xbox decides that they're going to spread their games on multi-platform, then just get rid of Xbox and just be Microsoft Publishing. You're number 2 in the world anyways, aren't you? So get rid of Xbox, but if you're going to keep Xbox, it needs to have 4 to 5 exclusives every single year, and it needs at least, I would say, 5 third-party exclusives as well. Give me a reason to trust you, and give me a reason to buy your system again. And Sony, while I'm at it, get your ass out of your fucking rear end and start giving us the single multiplayer games we love. I don't know what happened to them, but that Wolverine game, in my opinion, does not look spectacular. It looks like an arcade. You know, it doesn't look to the quality that I would expect out of that studio now when we come out of, you know, Spider-Man. It looks like we're taking a step backwards into kind of arcadey territory. Visually speaking, it looks very rigid. You put Gears up next to it, if you're going to do that comparison, Gears versus that, visually speaking, Gears cleans the floor. So I'm not saying that just because the game looks better, it's a better game. What I'm saying, though, is at the end of the day, exclusivity is what is going to drive sales. Because listen, obviously, I have an amazing PC here, right? Dom, thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. I think I have decent takes, and I'm not trying to say that I'm ever right.
Jay, 100% agree with you, dude.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate you saying that. I'll get to the chat in a second, but dude, like, I've been in this business now for 16 years. I've seen Sony lose 40% market share in a matter of years with the 360. It can happen again. If you are sitting here saying Xbox has no chance to come back from this, I honestly believe that they do. They really have a chance to come back here, but it would have to specifically be about the games. And listen, Game Pass is an incredible device. Sorry, I wouldn't call it a device, but I would call it a service, of course. But Game Pass is fucking an amazing reason to have an Xbox. But when you have those games on other systems, you're discounting yourself. Why would I play Forza on the Xbox Series X right now when I could play on PC with my friends, or, you know, when it shows up on PlayStation? Wait, is it actually on PlayStation? Not yet, right? They haven't done that, right? Have they? Forza 6 on PS5. I don't even know if it is yet. It's not announced, but there's speculation. Yes, it's officially coming to PlayStation, but it's not available. The PlayStation 5, Microsoft confirming that the PlayStation 5 version will arrive later this year. How do you give... Yeah, I know what happened here. Phil and everybody made these deals because, listen, Phil Spencer, in my opinion, I'm just speculating here, he said to Microsoft, he said, listen, the only way we can recoup some money right now and get our profit margin way higher, because, listen, right now, Microsoft makes 3 cents out of $1, which we can get into the stats later, but that's fucking not sustainable. So Phil, he's like, listen, we're the second biggest publisher in the world. Why aren't we publishing our games everywhere? Now, that was a last-ditch effort to try to save Xbox, but I think he got fired. And there's this whole debate, which I don't know if you guys even know about, but listen to this theory. There's a theory right now that this new CEO has been brought in to essentially put Gears up for the chopping block and using it as an excuse because they know it's not going to sell to shut down Xbox division. That is a theory. Do I believe that theory? No way in hell. You don't create a $400 million video game just to use it to shut down a division. That makes no sense. So anybody that's saying that that's the theory, that she's secretly there to make it exclusive, to make sure it fails, to make sure that they could shut down Xbox, chop it off of Microsoft, sell it to somebody else, or just shut it down like a tax write-off. No way in hell, dude. $400 million on that side of things, that's lunacy. That's like cuckoo thinking. So I think the next 6 months are pivotal for Xbox. How do you guys feel? I've been going on a rant here. Gaming Survivor says Xbox is cooked. Here's what I say to him.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
But we already knew that. How do you guys feel about it? Since we're talking about Xbox, let's go down to the games they showed. So I worked on this list last night. We're going to go over this and really figure out some things here, I think. All right, Phil Spencer retirement package. Dude, I thought he was getting sick or something. It was really weird. Adam Theory says, the 360 could have beat PlayStation 3 if they didn't deal with the red ring of death. Well, there's one aspect to this, man, that I don't know if a lot of people know this. Seals, thank you, man. Listen to this story. Hang on, let's let that play.
Over. Listen, give me an Xbox series. Xbox need a post-stated simulator game will look good. That game looks amazing in the horror game.
A post. Sorry, I don't. Oh, Ill. Yes, Ill. Ill looks like an amazing game, doesn't it? Here's a story that you might not know. Seals, thank you very much. Listen to this, Seals. During the 360 era, and this isn't speculation. This is based on fact. Microsoft had a very big problem on their hands. They basically said if they don't fix the red ring of death situation, that the brand is dead because of the amount of consoles that were failing, the 360, right? Listen to this. Microsoft spent between $1.05 to $1.15 billion to address the 360 infamous red ring of death hardware failures. The company announced the change in July of 2007 to cover it. So they spent over $1 billion to save Xbox during the 360 era. They basically extended all of the warranties from 1 year to 3 years. They repaired every single console for free. They also covered the shipping, every direction. So sending and receiving, they covered it. They reimbursed customers who had already paid for fucking repairs. And then they repaired and replaced defective consoles already in their inventory. So they essentially said, if we don't fix the red ring issue here, there's no Xbox. So they spent $1 billion fixing that issue. Was that a huge mistake? Yes. They shouldn't have never dealt with it in the first place. Here's the kicker, though. That was when they were almost at 49% of the market share for consoles, and overall, the industry was pretty much booming at that point. So it was literally Microsoft was showing up, and they kept pushing and pushing and pushing. They dealt with the red ring, and they ended up just barely losing to Sony during that era. If you don't think that can happen like that in this industry again, then I don't think you know that much about much about the industry. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. I honestly think this is Microsoft's time to really push Sony around. I don't think that Sony and Microsoft should be friendly. That's not competition. And I don't want to see a life where Sony is the only major AAA publisher out there. I don't want to see that. I don't want it to be Microsoft just makes games for PC and PlayStation and Nintendo. That's, in my opinion, I don't want to see a super healthy, independent Sony company, because we all know what happens to that. And we all have seen what they've done to us in the last 5 years. How many of you are happy with your PlayStations right now? Let me know in the chat. And I'm not asking that to be an ass. I'm just curious. How many are you kind of happy with PlayStation right now? Legitimately. And if you are happy, let me know. But how many of you? And why are you happy? Once 2 Cents sold his. Alice says she is. Rye says he is. One Pump says barely. Okay. BRS says he's happy with it. Haven't turned mine on in a year, says Duty. Love my PS4 Pro, but I play third party on there mostly. I play a lot of Japanese games, says Ryu. Yeah, dude, your name kind of gives it away. Love you, by the way. Nice to see you. Once I get a PC, I'll start collecting dust. Yes, probably. I have a Pro, but it feels outdated. Wow. Intro gay, 69.
Oh, my.
All right, so it looks like 75% of you are happy, 25 aren't. So I'm going to say this, that 25%, they could easily be swayed to go to Xbox the next generation now. You see what I'm saying? And that's if Xbox could gain 25% of what's, they have right now, PlayStation has right now. That's a huge win for them. So I honestly think it's going to be extremely interesting over the next 6 months to see what they do. Now, I think they're going to shut down a lot of studios. They're going to take a lot of flack, and it's going to take a little bit of an adjustment here. So I don't know how long it will take Xbox, but here's what I wanted to show you. They revealed 28 games during their event. If you go through these games, the one thing that is annoying that we have to deal with, and I have to bring this up right now, is that every single game, except for 2 of them, is multi-plat. And the reason for that is Phil Spencer. So once these multi-plat deals are out of the water and out of the office, that's when I want to see what they can do. Because right now, if you look at this list, look at this. Xbox Game Studios, Age of Empires, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox, fall. It's like, okay, that makes a little bit of sense, but no, it should have been PC and Xbox. But guaranteed they already had the publishing rights sent over to PlayStation. So you can't backtrack on deals like that. It's just not how it works. They have to fulfill the licenses that have been worked out, right? So I hope that they go back on this stuff. In my opinion, I don't think a Microsoft Studio game should be on a competing platform. That makes no fucking sense. Do you guys agree with that, or am I absolutely insane to say that? I just don't think it should go on PlayStation. Let PlayStation do their own thing and lose a lot of money.
However, I remember the days when Cotter and Mass Effect were Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, so what I'm talking about is...
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Thank you, I'm gay. Tower Dragon, thank you very much, dude. Mass Effect was an exclusive, which is insane to say, and so was Knights of the Old Republic. If they can get something like that as a third-party exclusive again, that would be incredible. Yes, that is... Why is Rich slapping himself? I don't know. He gets off on it. If we look at the list I made here, Magpie is an exclusive. All right, Magpie. That's that bird you play as a little magpie, and you fly around the map and cause destruction and whatever. Here we go. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Multi-gen. Sorry, not multi-gen. Well, it is multi-gen, but I don't know if it's coming to PlayStation 4, and I don't know. I guess it isn't. But here you go. It's coming to Switch, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Dude, I guess they couldn't do that because there's probably a massive licensing agreement for Call of Duty. So there's no way Call of Duty could not be on PlayStation right now. In my opinion, I don't think they could get around that. Castlevania, multi-plat, third party. This one right here, Clockwork Revolution, which is that steampunk game that looks like BioShock. That right there, that's cool, but I don't think that being an exclusive is going to do much. But at least we're on the road. The problem is this. If it doesn't sell well, it's going to end up on PlayStation, guaranteed. Crazy Taxis, multi-plat, that's not theirs. They got Doom across the board, which should not be the case. Doom should be an Xbox #1 franchise, in my opinion. Fable should be an Xbox #1 franchise, in my opinion. Fallout. Can you take Fallout away from PlayStation fans? That's a tricky one. Gears of War? Absolutely. Xbox only. Here's another one that I find is just ridiculous. Why is Halo coming to PlayStation? Whose fucking idea was that? That's absolutely insane. Now, is it going to always be on PlayStation? I don't think so. No. And then you got Join Us, the Magician game. It's across, all of them. The Metroid games across. Flight Simulator, oddly enough, is PC and Xbox only. Minecraft, obviously. And then the last 2 Atlas games here, of course, they are not owned by Microsoft. Wait. Am I forgetting this? Wait, there's more here. Does Microsoft own Atlas now? No. What am I talking about? So Sega owns Atlas. I'm having a stroke. It's hard to keep track of all this shit. All right, here we go. This is insane. Sea of Thieves, I get it. Senua, which is this cool Ninja Theory game, they've taken Senua's Sacrifice and turned it into an action platformer, or an action arcade beat 'em up type game. It looks fucking cool, but guess what? PlayStation 5. What the fuck are you doing with that one? Why? State of Decay 3. Why? Why are we going to PlayStation with that? You know, those games do not belong over there, and then the rest are all third party. But, you know, it's like even Flight Simulator has been announced for PlayStation 5, hasn't it? So looking at this list, guys, it's not spectacular what they're doing, man. It's like, okay, I'm going to go buy a new Xbox. It's going to bring back the Gears flavor. It's going to, you know, be an incredible experience. It looks like it is. But that's it? Where's your backup games, man? And if your backup games is a fucking Magpie and some BioShock ripoff, I don't know what to tell you. Now, listen, I'm not naive enough to be like BioShock ripoff, but I always kind of look at things as face value right away because that's what they're showing us, and that's how you should actually perceive some of these things. So I'm not telling you guys how to live your lives, but when it comes to trailers and it comes to the reveal of these games, they're selling those to you, right? That's their job, to create something that creates hype that makes you buy it, right? When I look at that trailer, I see BioShock. I just see BioShock, which is fine, but that's what I'm getting at. Microsoft, even Nintendo, I'll give them shit right now. Nintendo knew that Ocarina of Time was leaked. Why did they not recreate a brand new reveal for that? Because they knew most people knew about the game because it fucking leaked. Nate the Hate leaked the game and ruined the reveal. So do me a favor, Nintendo, recreate the hype train for it rather than just stick to your normal direct that you had planned, which was supposed to be setting up a huge surprise for us. How about saying, you know what, they already know the game's out. So why don't we showcase this a little differently? That's how you create hype. That's how you sell people on your games. With Clockwork Revolution, I'm just using the Hollywood method here. They dropped the ball on that one, Shiny, by the way. But what I'm getting at is with Clockwork, dude, give us a different look at the game rather than... Thank you, I appreciate that. Jostler has gifted a goddamn membership. We're now at 8. Thank you. If we can get to 25, I'd be able to eat dinner tonight, so thank you. But what I'm getting at is the Xenoblade Genesis trailer, in my opinion, as a filmmaker, is fucking terrible. That's not the way you showcase a game. The second before you reveal the trailer, you have this Japanese guy saying, not in English, by the way, so that's a whole other debate, and I'm not being racist by saying this right now. What I'm getting at is this. Why? Mike, thank you. I don't understand what they're doing with that. That whole concept of having this guy come out in front of us and be like, hey, by the way, listen, Raw Dakota's gifted 5. You son of a bitch. I think he's home right now. Thank you, buddy. So what I'm getting at is this. You have this Japanese man who's adorable. And they put this Japanese man in front of North Americans. And then all of a sudden, it's 10 minutes of him playing with putting his thumb up his own ass, and they show nothing of Zelda. If that's not out of touch,
what did you
I don't know
promise
what
for that
is.
again?
For what? Raw Dakota, what promise? I forget. Thank you for the support, by the way. I hope you're having a good day, man. You got your stuff done. Appreciate that. Check this out. I'm going to show something here that's hilarious. Yeah, to have the guy go, by the way, you guys just saw Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 get re-released. Well, guess what, guys? we're working on another game. What an odd way. An odd way to show that off. Like, that's how the reveal goes down? You guys just go, by the way, we got another game here. Okay. Thanks for that. You know, and also how they ended the direct was absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys saw the clip. It actually cut the stream off just before. But check this out.
There's your Nintendo.
So check this out. This was right at the end of the event. I had no idea this was going to happen, but check this out.
There's your Nintendo Direct. Now leave me alone. Please go take a shower. You smell like ass.
Now, personally, that's not how I would have ended the direct. That's
There's your Nintendo Direct.
This is why.
Now leave me alone. Please go take a shower. You smell like ass. There's your Nintendo Direct. Now leave me alone. Please go take a shower. You smell like ass.
I love that clip. I found that on Twitter, and I stole it right away because that's what good artists do. I stole it right away because that is hilarious. That's almost like the attitude, right? And what I said earlier, listen, I'm Black Sheep. Listen, I said this earlier, and I'll say it again, which is crazy. On paper, if I told you guys during a direct, we would get the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4, all 3 Xenoblade games remastered in 4K or upscaled. Sorry, all 3 of them, plus a reveal of the new game. And on top of it, they would reveal an Ocarina of Time full reimagination. On paper, that sounds amazing. Doesn't it? Umber, listen, you're fired.
You're fired.
It sounds incredible, doesn't it? But guess what, guys? On paper, it sounds amazing, but in reality, it didn't come off that well. Why? I want to hear back from you guys. Why did that not go over so well? Some people really, really had no fun at that direct. How do you guys feel about it? Let's go down to the announcement page here. So they announced 47 games in their direct. We'll go over in a second, but why it sounds amazing on paper, but why did it kind of bomb? You know what I mean? That's a weird thing, man. Like, if I told you on paper that's what the direct will be, I watched the direct. I'm not even that excited. How do you guys feel about it? Jay, what's the website I'm looking at? I made this. This is just this is just a PDF file. So basically I collected the data and then just made a visual out of a visual template. So yeah, I made this. This isn't a website. Yeah, I mean, shit like this is easy to make nowadays, guys. All you have to do is go on Google and type in like all major reveals across all the companies, and then on Google itself, you just tell it to like make it a text, like in text, and then sorry, hang on. Yeah, it's a text file, and then I use like template to build a PDF. Super easy shit. Yeah, technically it wasn't an announcement. You're right about that.
I'm excited for the Dragon Dogma 2 expansion, but that's not even a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah, totally, dude. It actually isn't. It's odd that you say that. It isn't. You know, let's go through this right now. So, Nintendo, thank you, Tower Dragon, by the way.
Cream.
I hope you're doing well. So there was 47 to my count. I double-checked this like 6 times, so hopefully I'm right about this. 47 games were revealed during the Direct. By the way, hang on. What the fuck? Yeah, sorry. 47 games announced at the Nintendo Direct. Altair, this right here is one of those games. If you saw my show yesterday, then you'd know that I'd probably be excited to get this game. Big Walk, which was that weird game, multiplayer game where you go in the woods and kick shit into the river. I actually kind of laughed at that. But why I'm showing this right now is kind of embarrassing because a lot of this stuff is like, let's just look at it together. How old is DayZ? So DayZ came out originally in 2012. That was the mod. And then the standalone came out in 2013. It finally reached its full potential version in 2018. So, yes, DayZ, which is now almost 8 years old, is coming to the Switch too. So that right, you know what I mean? That's like, I don't know how you get excited for that. It's weird, right? Listen to this. Devil May Cry is the next one on the list right here. It originally came out in 2019. It's 7 years ago.
I have also never played the Ogla's Oot before, looking forward to that.
Oh, wow. Tower, you've never played it, dude? Holy shit. How many of you have never played Ocarina of Time? Because, dude, you're about to play one of the... I hope it translates, but maybe you should play the original first, because if it doesn't translate well into whatever kind of reimagining they're doing, it might ruin the experience. I don't know. But, yeah, Devil May Cry 5 on this list is coming out in a couple weeks, but the game is 7 years old, guys. It's like, what are we doing? Okay, thank you, Capcom. Then you keep going down the list. Dragon's Dogma is now how old? Dragon's Dogma came out. It's coming out this October, and it came out almost 3 years ago, just over 2 years ago. So another game that's already been played for a lot of people. If you keep going down this list, it's so weird to see this. All the Kingdom Hearts games obviously coming over, which is interesting. Lies of P is an old game. Lords of the Fallen's an old game. The collection is interesting. ReFantazio is now considered to be a couple of years old or a year and a half old. Minecraft, are you kidding me? Whatever, great. Keep going down the list. What else? Not really. SnowRunner's like fucking 20 years old, it feels like. Star Fox is an interesting idea. Stellar Blade is now a couple of years old. So a lot of this list, if you go over it, it's like third-party games that are already out. So it's kind of hard to get hype. You guys hyped about that stuff? Oh, that's because I'm squishing the document right now. If you're looking at the numbers like this, I think it's because I have it zoomed in. I think. Wait. Nope, I fucked it up. The letters are just like that. Oh, well. Here's what I say. You're fired! So Nintendo is in a good position right now, I think. I honestly think that they're in a position that's definitely going to benefit them in the long run of things. By the way, thanks for the support today. I appreciate it. We got 14 new members, only 46 likes, which is disgusting. I don't know why every single time I go live, I have to beg everybody to get likes on this stream. It's disgusting, and frankly, I'm sick of it.
Oh.
Okay, now let's go over Sony quickly here. Plus, there's the whole, Summer Game Fest. So Sony, State of Play. Lots of cool games here, man. But I don't know if they're coming. They didn't. It for some reason didn't show me if it's coming to Xbox or not. It's kind of weird. What the? The one and only Stormtrooper has gifted, and now we're at 19. Listen, I only wanted to get 25 today. We're only 6 away from that now. So thank you very much, Stormtrooper. I appreciate the support. I hope you're doing well. Did it go to anybody that's here right now? I don't think so. Let me look at the other one that went through. No, it's not going to anybody here. Seaman. Seaman. He's not here right now.
Cream.
How many games are you going to buy, JKB, off of this list? Well, that's an interesting question. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Now we're at 20. The one and only Ryu has become a member. It's not his name, but I call him that. Ryu. Burninator? Is that how you say your name? Thank you for being part of the community, buddy. I appreciate the support, man. That brings us up to 20 now. Thank you, dude. Who do we have? By the way, who do we have right now? By the way, next week, next week, guys, I'm doing a cooking episode. For the love of God, I'm going to make I was going to make lasagna, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think that might be a little bit getting ahead of myself. So what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to make a pasta and show you how I made pasta growing up. With Justin, no, that might happen on Saturday, I think. Yeah, we'll do lasagna eventually, but I just realized, it's going to take 7 hours, and I don't think anybody wants to watch me in the kitchen for 7 hours, especially if I'm not wearing an apron.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
And then the other thing is, I could be in the middle of cooking and, sunlight might come through and bounce off and I might see purple and orange, purple and blue colors, and suddenly I'll be bisexual. So now the meal needs to be bisexual as well. Is a whole thing we have to deal with. Will a viewer come and taste it? Well, the last time I had a viewer over to taste something I created, he gave it a 6 out of 10. Remember Vapus came over for the first time and tried my pizza? And he's like, this is a 6 out of 10. That was terrible to experience. By the way, did you guys like the last 2 streams I did? It seemed like everyone kind of enjoyed those. So 2 days ago, I showed off my movie collection, or at least a very small part of it. And then yesterday, I went around and showed off my video game collection. So a lot of it is still out here right now, but we went over this yesterday. So, I got to put it away still. Gaming Survivor says, no, I don't like that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're fired.
Did you guys like the streams yesterday? Let me know in the chat. Also, let me know who's still here. You should do your dildo collection. I don't have one. And if I did, I'd share it with you, Duty. And Duty, listen, how long does it take to get the yacht ready? Rat Boy, what's up? Says, I'm here, but I'm naked, so it doesn't count. What do you mean? That does count. I don't know if you guys know this, but every single time Vapist is here, he's actually naked under the table. I'm just saying. He is. Oh, I just realized why it's a little slow today. There's a lot of fucking people watching the World Cup. You guys don't have cell phones? Or sorry, wait, you guys don't care about the World Cup? Is that what's happening? Umber, nice to see you. Duty, nice to see you. Alice, you're fired.
You're fired.
Nah, listen, when I moved out of Toronto, guys, I completely gave up on World Cup stuff. Oh, I'm at work. Rapboy says the only World Cup is a double D. That's nice. Dude, I like the World Cup on Gothic women. Jostler, thank you. You're the only one that got that. All right, naked under the table, looking for lost wings. Guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but the last time he was here, it was disgusting. Let me show you what happened. And you will not believe what happened. I got to find it here. Where is it? So yeah, when Vapus was here last time, he threw all of his chicken wings on the ground. So I said, you know what? I've had enough of this. I actually filmed the event. So let me see if I have it here. Yeah, I don't think I have it on this computer anymore. I think he might have put keyloggers on here and gotten rid of it. Could be it.
I am one's 2 cents. The one who stays gay for Jay.
Congratulations.
Well, that's not what I was looking for, but
God damn, all this bisexual lighting is making me as hard as a rock.
Zaylin, I'm going to go down to the river and into your van and pay you for your prostitution services like a fucking gentleman.
I am one's 2 cents.
Donate to Jay to give Zelda her legs back.
Dude, these are amazing. Shout out to the one and only Astro. He's sending these over. They sound so good.
Donate to Jay to give Zelda her legs back. What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here. And this is the only shirt I have with no cum on it.
Hey Jay, you want to get onto the top bunk with me and play Hide the Cucumber?
Oh, absolutely. I got to go get my special fuck socks.
Hey guys, can I join in?
Absolutely
Fuck
not.
no. Get the fuck out of here.
Guys, I have to be real with you. I cry about trans people, gay people, and bisexual lighting all of the time because I have a secret deep craving for the biggest men with the largest penises.
Holy shit, dude. This sounds too good.
Guys, I have to be real with you. I cry about trans people, gay people, and bisexual lighting all of the time because I have a secret deep craving for the biggest men with the largest penises.
Oh, that hurts that's making me hurt myself. Listen, Lord Bacon, if you're goth, get over here and show me up your skirt. Let's go.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
So thank you for that. That's fucking hilarious. All right, Sony, let's see what you did here. Okay, Ace Combat, multiplat, whatever. This game about a black guy doing, what is it again? A black guy doing, what's he doing in the game again? Creating sushi. So essentially, this game is literally Black Sheep in a sushi restaurant. Next up, we have Control holy shit. I can't fucking speak today. Control whatever the fuck. Can't say it right now. I have to, you know what? They actually gender swapped. They gender swapped. It was supposed to be a woman. Now it's a man. So I'm disgusted. Dune Awakening, I could not care about if you paid me. Dynasty Warriors, that's coming to all the systems. Get a Roman, I don't even remember. God of War Leif. This game is going to, oh my God.
As revenge, Jay threw Vapist on the ground.
Yeah, I did. Ill. This game, Deported Sicilian. By the way, God of War Laundry looks really good. Oh, no, you have to play as a woman. Oh, no. Ill. ILL. Dude, not only is this game looking incredible, like it looks like a Resident Evil game. Also, it's called Ill, like, you know, rapper names like Ill JKB. That's what it should be. I should be Ill JKB. Black Sheep. I cook meat. I'm releasing a rap album with Black Sheep next year. Just so you guys know, it's called Barbecue Boys.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
All right, so getting back to Ill. Ill is a game that I consider to be like more hardcore than even, well, maybe I won't go that far. I was going to say more hardcore than Resident Evil, but no, Ill. Have you guys seen the game Ill? It looks ill. Like it looks like someone who's sick made it, but it looks really good. That beat's going to make me cry. Oh yeah, I stopped crying to that beat long ago. Long ago. Marathon Season 2, I don't think anyone's going to care about. Fighting Souls, the fighting Capcom game, has a chance to be a big game, but I don't know, man. It's like there's a hype to it, but not a lot of people talking about it. Marvel Wolverine, let's talk about it. How did you guys feel? It does look sick, by the way. That fighting game looks fucking amazing. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying the hype is not really there for it. Like, I would assume that everyone that grew up playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat progressed to more sophisticated fighting games over the years, and it looks like Fighting Souls is like extremely sophisticated in terms of its feature set. So that, in my opinion, that's a hardcore fighter. You know what I mean? You got to really pay attention in that game.
However, you can kick a zombie baby in that game.
Oh, in Ill? You can kick babies in Ill?
You're higher.
That is amazing. I can't wait to do that in the game.
However, Terrence's Rat Sushi versus Black Sheep's Smoke Socks. This battle will be legendary.
Oh, yeah. Oh. This goes out to Terrence, who's homeless, lives outside of a Walmart. Oh. Yeah, he's cooking those rats. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, he's cooking those rats. Oh. Yeah, he's flipping them twice to make sure they're nice and crispy and nice. Sorry, I fell into that one, and I'm not even high as a kite. Thank you, Gecko. Let's get back to the list before I get fucking canceled. Listen, I've said things on this show that are absolutely insane. The fact that I'm not canceled yet is pretty impressive. All right. Question. Right there. September 15th, Wolverine. How many of you guys are picking up Wolverine day one? Let's go to the chat. Dark Knight Logic says, listen, Wolverine looks like a fun game. I agree with you. It does look like a quote-unquote fun game. Rai says, I'm not feeling Wolverine. I can also kind of agree with that statement, man. After seeing that trailer, I'm like, first of all, it's not open world, which is kind of I always say this. Every single time you're going to switch something up, you need to make sure that the perception of your studio and your games and your future games, the perception of the studio is very important. So if you come off of 2 open world Spider-Man games, is it too far-fetched for everyone to expect it to be a complete open world game? No, it isn't. So you need to get that out of the way directly and say that we're focusing it on like this. We're trying to do this with this. We're not trying to do this. We're trying to do this. It's perception. And if you meet people's expectations and perception, then there's no such thing as disappointment. If you tell them the reason why it is a linear, semi-open world game versus a massive open world game, give us a reason why it's that and tell us that. Don't just show the gameplay and then after the fact be like, oh yeah, by the way, it's a linear game and we're doing that. Like, guys, come on. Hype up the game. Explain why it's linear. Why is it linear? I honestly don't know the answer to that. So, again, perception of the franchise, the Marvel Studio games coming out, you expect them to be open world because that's all we've seen now. That's all we've seen. It's like saying the new I don't know, what's a good example here? It's like saying the new Rayman Legends game is a side-scrolling game, but it's also open world. But it's a platformer. But it's also open world, but we're not going to show any of that. Why wouldn't you show that? Like, that's a huge selling point, or it's not a huge selling point to the game. That's just my opinion. Gaming Survivor, I'm going to come out there with David Hornsby and break a stick on your head. So that's my opinion on video game, releases. If they're going to do this, hype it up properly, man. There's a perception to the studio. Fix that. Fix that issue. God damn it. All right. Irish Pirate says, I'm in on Wolverine. Nice. Is it anything more like the movie Logan, says Rob, sorry. I don't think so. I think that they're creating their own little universe in that game. In fact, the X-Men do not exist in the Wolverine game, which is also a weird fucking decision.
I put one game trailer of Ill in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. It's up at the top there, guys, if you want to check out Ill. Thank you, man. BRS says, I'd rather have DSP complain about his Wolverine figure than play that game.
Oh.
Ratboy says, the next game I'll buy is probably Zelda. I think that game's going to sell like fucking 10 million units within 5 seconds. An open world Wolverine game doesn't make sense, says Ox. Well, why does it not make sense? I'm curious. I'm not disagreeing with you. But guys, if you're going to listen, go nuts in the chat. Like if you want to have a discussion here, by all means, type out your whole thing. I'll read it. So yeah, why? It's not open world, by the way. It's confirmed to be a linear path. I don't think I think the stream should be healthy right now, guys. Let's see. No, I got no hiccups on my side of things, so thank you for the support. We have 57 likes. How come I can't get to 100? Where's my cat? Like, this is you know what I need right now? A pepperoni stick. Let me go get one. You guys want to see these pepperoni sticks I got? What's crazy is that I went shopping today, so I kind of, went crazy with the purchasing of snacks and whatnot. But what's weird is I'm not the type of person that eats like a 3-course meal every day. I usually eat one major meal, and then I don't eat for like 2 days. All right, so let's check out my pepperoni sticks. Focus, come on. I fixed you, didn't I? Hi, my name's Sony. I'm not gonna get in focus. Fucking stupid. This fucking camera, man. Look, put a pepperoni stick on the lens. Doesn't do anything. Here, will it do it if I do this? Guys, listen. Invest over $5,000 on a camera lens and have it not work, or on a camera setup. Oh, now it works. Thanks. Great. All right, so here we go. That is the pepperoni stick. Dude, this lens is fucking shit. Let me check something. Is it on? What is it doing? Hang on a second. All right. So let's turn it back on now. Come on, lens. There we go. Maybe it just needed to go on off. So here we go. That is my pepperoni stick. By the way, side note, what do you guys eat for snacks? So I'm not really a snack guy while eating. Oh, dude, this is delicious. This is amazing. I actually got something else today that I wanted to try. I won't eat it all. So I have a lot of movie people coming over. Meat sticks. And they always want snacks and stuff. So I'm trying this. This is street taco flavor and then cheddar cheese flavor. I don't eat these. I keep them out for when people come over. But let's do a taste test right now together. This is a JKB tries it moment. All right. Oh my God. Guys, it smells like the underside of a Mexican woman. It does. I'm sorry. I know what it smells like. It smells like that. All right, here we go.
However, JKB's enjoying his circle jerky, it seems.
Thank you. Gecko, you're invited to come down here and try it. Here we go. I'm going to eat one. Yeah, this smells like the BO of a vagina. Ah. Okay. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Oddly enough, guys, that actually tastes good. So I guess, I was wrong. All right. Who do we got here still? We still got to go over the Sony event. Oh, no, we got to go over the Sony event. I mean, we can go over it super quickly. Oh, you know what we'll do right now? Let's do this. I'm going to tell you every single game that I'm going to play on this list and see if you guys agree. So there was over 114 reveals for that week. So Ace Combat, no. I will not play Ace Combat probably. I never was into it growing up. I'm assuming a lot of you probably were, but I just overlooked it for some reason. Okay, the Control I'm not going to play probably. I never really got into the first Control. I did play it for quite a bit, but I just couldn't get into it, man. And then the Black Sheep game where he's making like sushi, I'm not really interested in that. Dune, I'm not really interested in. Dynasty Warriors, I probably won't play. God of War is an absolute yes. I will be getting that for sure. Ill is a definite yes. I'm definitely getting Ill. This game right here, Kimuri, sorry. Oh, wait. Kimuri. Is that how you said? That looks interesting, but like I don't know anything about it. That was the game from that female producer who's insane. Marathon, never played it. Fighting Souls, will I get that game? I'm kind of interested.
Spyro, Wolverine, Automusha, Control 2.
What the fuck is wrong with this TTS, man? Every fucking... You know what? You guys can use the TTS with Smash. It's Smash JT if you want to use it, but I'm going to switch it to something that's not as fucked up. Let's go back to Winnie the Pooh for the rest of the stream. So if you want to use Smash, it literally is just Smash JT and then the colon or whatever the hell it is.
Spyro, Wolverine.
See, it's okay. Look, watch. This will work much better. Here we go. Here we go.
Wolverine, Onimusha, Revelation, Control 2-6, Doa of Warlofi, Resident Evil, Veronica plus others. You're missing. I can't really complain.
Poo, poo, poo.
I can't really complain.
What the fuck? Why did he do that twice? All right, getting back to the list. Fighting Souls, I probably will buy on discount, to be honest with you. Okay, Marvel Wolverine. Do I have any interest in that? Not at all. I am kind of burnt out on anything regarding anything that has to do with comics. I don't care about a Wolverine game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So, no, I'm not going to play that one. Onimusha. Absolutely, I will be getting that game. I used to be a huge fan back in the day when it was more like a Resident Evil game. Now it's straight up like action. So I will be getting Way of the Sword for sure. Phantom Blade Zero looks spectacular. Psyops, I don't even remember. I think that was a PlayStation Plus classic. Yeah, right here. And then Rayman Legends Untold, I'm buying for sure. By the way, generic white male, that's a lot of games you're buying. You're going to have to start selling your ass. So the Rayman game I'm going to get on Switch for sure. If there's a Switch copy, but if it's a key card, no fucking way. RuneScape, no. Towerfall, absolutely, I'm buying that game. Stuntman, I actually am very excited by Stuntman. Stuntman looks incredible. You know, Stuntman's actually an old franchise from back in the day. Tower Dragon, you son of a bitch.
Fire, 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 fire. Peach, 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 fire.
Why is he whispering?
Fire, fire.
Wait a minute. Why is he doing? What is wrong with my whole show? My whole show's a disaster.
Fire, 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 fire. Peach, 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 fire. Fire, 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 fire. Peach, 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 fire, fire.
Thank you for the support, dude. I love when you do that nonsense. It makes me laugh. Also, it pays for my my meat. All right, I ate that like a small chihuahua. Towerfall, I'm buying. Towerfall, I'm buying. Stuntman, I'm buying. The Lost Wild, which should be just called Jurassic Park. I'm definitely getting that game. Tomb Raider, maybe if it's on discount. And last but not least, Until Dawn 2. You all saw what happened when that got revealed. I had a nervous breakdown. And yes, I'll be buying Until Dawn 2 day one like a motherfucker. So that's out of Sony. So I'm buying, how many games here? 1, 2, 3 if it's on discount, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. Maybe 9. Let's go on to Summer Games Fest itself. Alien Isolation is a must-own. Buying it day one. Clutch, which is the ex-Forza guys. This game is supposed to be like Need for Speed meets Forza Horizon. Do I want to get it after I saw the trailer? No, it kind of lost a little bit of credibility after I saw that trailer. So Unreal, I was going to say, is it an Unreal Engine? I think it might be an Unreal Engine game. It might be. But Alien Isolation 2 is a must-own. Veronica, obviously I'm buying that. The Saw game interests me, but, I'm a huge horror movie guy. You guys know that. Huge horror movie guy, but I don't know how interested I am in the Saw game. It's kind of cool. Like the idea of creating these traps and then having players have to kind of dismantle them and figure out puzzles and stuff. That's interesting. Zayland, you're fired. I don't even know what you said.
You're fired. Congratulations.
Stellar Blade. Absolutely buying that day one. Zero Company from Star Wars, not buying it. The new Spyro game, I'm going to probably buy. Stranger Than Heaven, I'm debating. That's the Tupac game. That is from the guys who made Yakuza. So I don't know yet. I'm not that sold. Did you pick up the Day of the Dead 4K, says Rai? Yes. In fact, thank you for asking about that. Let's check my order, because I ordered it from Amazon 7 years ago. It says it will be here. Where is it? Arriving Tuesday, my friend. If you guys don't know, they redid the sorry, let me try to speak for a second. If you guys don't know, they redid Day of the Dead Collector's Edition 4K and Scream Factory. It comes with like 4 discs. It's brand new 4K restoration, like a bird. A bird came in and pecked the original negative and created the 4K. Restitution. Yes, also restitution. Restoration. JKB is saying restoration. I prefer the idea that birds remaster these games. So yeah, it'll be here on the 16th, my friend. Back to the list. Stranger Than Heaven, not sure about it. Virtua Fighter looks weird and wild. I don't know about... What's in my hair? Hang on a second. Is this a tick? Wait a second. Something's actually in my hair here. What is this? I don't even want to know. Oh, God, it's a bug or something, isn't it? What is that? Guys, something's in my hair. What is it? Is that a bug? Look at that. That looks like a... What is that? Is it bugs in my hair? Lice? Do I have lice in my hair? Hang on, I gotta get this out. Hair's all tangled. Is that what that is? That's a fucking tangle, isn't it? God damn it, I got lice. I got lice in my hair again. No, that's a tangle. I feel it now. Dude, it's because I don't have a female to comb my hair anymore. Oh, God, that is it, yeah. I'm getting, guys, that right there is the official first dread. Careful with ticks. Yeah, you know what's funny? You just said in the chat there, careful with ticks. They carry illness that may result in an allergic reaction to meat. What's crazy is that's the same exact warning I got when Vapus first showed up here. Okay, let's look at the rest of this list and see what we're buying. Age of Empires, no, not for me. Magpie, I would play it on Game Pass. Call of Duty, I get it for free from Activision. So, I'm just being honest. Now, Castlevania, Belmont's Curse. I'm buying that quicker than you can fucking imagine. I can't wait for that game. Clockwork Revolution, I'll play it on Game Pass. Crazy Taxi, I'll play it on Game Pass if it's there. I don't think it is. But I'm not that in. I don't care. I don't care.
Check your DMs, Jay.
What? Check my DMs while I'm live here. Okay, let's do it live. Hang on, guys. Let's derail the whole show. Well, that's a statement. That's a fucking statement. Oh, God. Guys, what the fuck is this? So, apparently, yes, this is Doug. Look at this. This is, oh my God, what does that say? Good meat, good vibes, good crew. And then you got Black Sheep and Doug and me, who I look like I just murdered a whole family. And then Doug is on the bottom there. What's this say? Grill, chill, repeat. This is horse shit. Who created this AI slop? This is disgusting behavior out of my own chat. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's terrible. Oh, what a disgusting disgrace. Okay, let's get back on track here. This is... Black Sheep, you see this? This is fucking... Why do I look like the crazy one? And then Doug in the background looks like he's going to fuck us all, so that's great. Doug, I love you wherever you are. Back to the list. Thank you for that. Gecko, thank you too. Listen, Gecko, if that's the case, Gecko, I'm stealing from your house.
As I fuck you inside and out.
Poo, poo, poo.
Okay, am I Doom Dark Ages? Listen, somebody sent that to me. Somebody by the name of Banshee. What list is this? This is all the games that were announced at Summer Game Fest and all of the, they're called satellite events, but all of the satellite events. So that would be PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. I'm going through the list saying which games I'm going to buy. Call of Duty, no way I get it for free. Castlevania, absolutely. I can't believe we're getting another 2D, 3D Castlevania game from the